Okay guys, today we're gonna be doing a January 2019 rehaul. This is gonna be all of the items that I brought in January 2019, whether it be things that I purchased, things that were purchased for me, things that were gifted for me, subscription boxes. We're gonna go through all of them. There's lots of ladies here on YouTube that do these kind of videos. I'm gonna link them all down below. Let's just get into the items. So the first thing that I have, I did an order. I went into a store that sold a lot of locally made items, and I had 2 items from a local Bath and Body company. She does CBD items. And so the first thing I have is the Queen Bee. This is the CBD lotion chai. I haven't had a chance to use this yet. I've been going through some older lotions in my collection, but I will be using this up in, I believe it's in my A to Z project pan for the year, so this will get used up at some point this year. And then this is, it's the Apple Harvest body wash. I've only used it a couple of times, so I don't have any thoughts on it, but at some point I will end up using this up. The next 2 things were items that my mom had picked up for me. We have a local grocery store that's about 15 minutes away, and she picked me up. They have these are their face sponges, and they come in a pack of 2, and then they also have a really big one that's like a loofah. So she picked me one of those, 2 of these. This one's almost getting ready to be thrown away. I've used the loofah, tossed it, used the other face sponge, tossed that one. The next 3 things I had was from another local company. This one's Sohum Scrubs, and these are 2 of her coffee scrubs. And this one is the eucalyptus one, and then this one's the blood orange one. I actually have this mixed into another body scrub right now because it's just the coffee grounds with the essential oils and stuff in them. So I pre-mixed this entire jar into a body wash, and I'm currently using it right now. The third item I had gotten from her was a vanilla lip balm, and I have since given that to my daughter, so I don't personally have it in my collection anymore. The next item I had picked up was, I had gone into Ulta specifically for one item. I picked up one of the L'Oreal blending sponges. I currently have a different one, but I'm not going to show it to you because I used it today and it's gross. But I definitely will continue to pick those up. They're $7.99 and they work great. Another item I picked up that was just a single item in a shopping trip was, again, from Queen Bee, and it was one of her solid shampoo bars like Lush does, and it was a pineapple scent. I wouldn't purchase it again. I didn't like the way it felt on my hair, but it worked really well on my daughter. But at the same time, I probably wouldn't pick up another one of those, but it was good while I had it for her. It just didn't work on my scalp. Okay, so now we're gonna get into a couple of subscription boxes that I had gotten. The thing about 2019 is I decided that instead of tracking everything that I got and then keeping track of the declutters, I was only going to log into my spreadsheet the items that I was keeping. So I only kept 3 of the items for my January Ipsy. I used up one of the items. I still have 2 of them. The item that I used up was the Amazonian Clay Foundation. I love that foundation and I will buy it in a full size. So that one was great, especially because back in 2014 or 2015, I bought that foundation. It was the wrong shade. I didn't like it, and I ended up returning it. I'm glad that I got to try it again because I realized that now I do like it. I just needed a better shade match, and I know what that shade match is now, so that's what I'm going to end up picking up. The other 2 items were one from Ahava. It's the Dead Sea Water Mineral Hand Cream. And like that other lotion, yeah, it's still sealed. I haven't had a chance to use it, but I will at some point. And then I also got the Fluid Lip Gloss. It's kind of a blue tint, and I am not a huge gloss person, so I haven't gotten very much use out of this. But it is nice to have a clear gloss in my collection, especially because the only other one I've had for a couple of years, and I'm panning it this year. So this will be one of my only clear glosses once that one is done in my collection. The next thing I brought in was my January BoxyCharm. This was a pretty good box for me. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I didn't declutter anything out of that box, but I did use up the 2 Tatcha Dewy sheet masks. Those were great. They were not $12 each, great, but they were nice to have. And then I had the Ofra Miami Fever liquid lipstick. This was actually in my 2019 favorites. I love this. I had the Billion Dollar Brows brow pencil, which I've actually just recently started using, and I enjoy it. Like, I really enjoy it. It's a good color match for me. So I'm glad I got this. I'm just kind of bummed that it took me a whole year to start using it. I also got the Briogeo Rosarco Milk leave-in spray. I love Briogeo products and I love their leave-ins. This one I've just recently started using as well because I've been trying to cycle through some of my older ones. But I have used up other ones in this line and I enjoyed them, and I think that this is a really good leave-in conditioner. The last thing that I got in that box was the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 1 palette. This is a beautiful palette. I enjoy this palette formula. My only problem with it is I have yet to find a brush that works really well with it for like a lid shade. So I do have to use my fingers. Not a big deal, something I'm okay with doing, but it kind of makes me a little bit less likely to use it. Okay, so for my Sephora Play Box for January, I actually only have one item still in my collection, and that is the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask. This is the 0.3 ounce. I'm currently working on a 0.6 ounce. It's just a gel. It's kind of like the Belief Aqua Bomb. Working on a 0.6 ounce right now that I received previous to this, but everything else I used up and then I decluttered one. So the thing that I decluttered was I got another one of those Bite Glacé lip pencils. I already had one, so I decluttered that one. But then I also had a little mini of the Smashbox priming water, used that up. I had a 1/2 ounce of the Origins Clear Improvement Mask. I love that mask, so I used that one up. And then I also had a foil packet duo of the Marajo butter cleanser and conditioner. Use those up. Those were actually pretty nice. So I must have also decluttered something immediately from the beginning because I only have 4 items plus the bonus item, but I'm not sure what that item was. And then the last things that I got in January, I told you it was a short month, was a Scentsy order. I got a whiff box. So I got the Sea Salt and Avocado Body Wash. And I also got a Pineapple Coconut Vanilla Body Wash. Haven't used either of these yet, but I love those scents. I also got a 100 Acre Wood bar. This was right after this collection came out, and this is in my 100 Colorful Empties for the year. As is this one. This is the Strawberry Champagne Truffle. I love this scent, so I'm excited to be able to get use out of both of those. And then I also got 2 smaller samples that they do. One was in Poppy Fields and the other was in Red Cedar and Sage. I didn't like either of those scents, so I didn't keep them. So in the month of January, I spent $119.99, and the value of everything that I got was $282.90. With those numbers in mind, I've already used up 11 of the items that I received, and I've decluttered 3. So I only have 16 of the items that I brought into my collection in January 2019 still inside my collection. If you like these kind of videos, feel free to give this video a like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments if you do these kind of videos so I can check yours out, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!